Hi everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to do a twist lock, how to attach one of those on the flap and on the bag, the male and the female part. So I have this cute little Mickey Mouse rainbow twist lock that we are going to use. And I'm going to show you how to attach that, and then you should be able to attach these on any kind of bag that calls for a twist lock. Okay, so this is kind of just a makeshift bag, like a pretend bag, so I can show you how to do this. So I made up a flap. This is the front. It's Mickey Mouse material on the front. And then it's just like a shiny, sparkly blue vinyl for the back. So what you want to do first is you want to find your centers after you make your flap. I'm going to make little snips there. And you don't want to do it at the bottom because that's going to be seen. The one at the top is not. It will be sewed in the seam. So you just want to kind of fold it and take a piece of chalk and make your mark, because you'll be able to rub that off. So you have a chalk mark on the bottom, and then you got a snip on the top. Then you're going to take your ruler and you want to draw a line to connect those two marks. So I am going to draw a line with my chalk all the way down. And then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to measure up 1.5 inches from the bottom. And I'm going to keep my ruler as straight as I possibly can, and then I'm going to make a line right there. And this is where the center of my cut will be, right where those two lines cross. So I don't want to mess up my pretty little table, so I'm going to take this part, this is considered the male part, since this is the part that the twist lock goes into. So this is the male part and this is the female part. I'm going to take this and I'm going to trace around that. I'm going to bring, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to center it as best as I can on that crosshair. And I'm going to trace around there, trace the ears and the head as best as I can. I think I got it. Then I'm going to take an X-Acto knife and I am going to cut around there. Now I'm not going to, I'm going to turn off the camera while I cut around here, because it's going to take me a little bit to go through these two pieces of vinyl, and I have foam backing inside of there. So I'm just going to stop the camera and cut, and then I'll come back and show you what the hole looks like. Okay, so I got my hole cut. Then you want to take the screws, because there are screws in the back of this. You want to take all 3 of the screws out, so you will have 2 pieces. You will have this backing piece, and then you will have this front piece. Here we go. We're going to put this on the front. I'm going to put this on the back. take one of these screws, put it in there, and then we're gonna screw it in. Now you can put a little bit of glue in there. That does help. This one, we'll take that screw and put it in there. I think it's gonna go. Yes, it is, I think. Okay, I got one screw started. I don't use these twist locks as often as what I should. I should probably use more of them. That's my bad. I don't know if I got all of my material out of this hole here. I think I do because it's going in pretty tight. And usually when it goes in tight, yep, that means your material is out of the hole. And this one, I'm not sure about either. Oh, yep, we got it. We got both of them. Okay. Just straighten this one up. Okay, so that is on there like that. See the little hole there? And then it's on there like that. It's all screwed in. All 3 screws are screwed in. Then you want to take this piece here, and we're going to take this and we're going to sew this. This is the back piece. We are going to sew this onto the back piece. Turn my sewing machine up. You want to match up your little center marks here. And you can go ahead and clip it on there. Now this is the same bag that I am doing my video on today. I just made it at a scale of 80% instead of 100% because I wanted to make a smaller one to see what it looked like. Okay, so now you got your back piece. Just right like that. I'm going to pop over there and get my front piece. Get your front piece, and you should have your center marks found by snipping them or marking them somehow. You want to lay that on your little plastic thing. Let's see. Then this pattern says to measure it down. Now, you use the measurements for whatever pattern you're doing. This pattern that I'm doing right now says to measure it down 3.5 inches from the top. So I know where my center is. I'm going to make my center mark. I don't like doing this without making my center mark. Matching up my notches, my center notches, and making my center mark with chalk. I like using chalk because it wipes off really good. I'm going to measure 3.5 inches down. So I'm going to put this 1/2 inch mark on my ruler at the top of my bag. I got my 1/2 inch line of my ruler because it's an inch. My ruler is 1 inch wide. I got my 1/2 inch mark on my ruler on my line that I just drew. My 3.5 inch mark is, whoops, up here at the top of my bag. And then I'm going to take my chalk and I'm going to make a crosshair mark. And right where that crosshair mark is where I'm going to put my female piece. So I want to take my female piece, the little Mickey Mouse head. Can you see it? This piece. And I'm just going to center it as best I can on that line. And I'm going to press down so the prongs press into the fabric. So I make a mark. That way I know where to cut. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Press down as hard as I can. Okay. Now it made indents there. And I'm going to take my sharp scissors. No, I'm not. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and do it. And you want to go very slow. Get your fingers out of the way. And cut just like a 1/2 inch. Like a 1/2 inch. Just enough for those prongs to fit in. Then you put those prongs in each of them holes. Like that. And I like to use foam. Do I have a piece of foam in the trash here? I do. I'd like to use foam to cover that up. Just to give it some stability. I'm going to try and make my marks there. It's probably about 3/4, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch apart, the prongs are. So just make little slits in your foam. Put that foam piece over there. Then you want your little bracket piece that looks like that. Has holes in it, and your prongs go in those holes. Should go in the end holes. Press down, and then you can either bend them in or bend them out. Some people say bending them in is the best way. Some people say bending them out is the best way. I say whatever works for you, whatever you feel comfortable with, that's how you bend them. I bend mine in. Then I'm going to put a piece of tape over this. So where is my tape? Here, I'll just use this tape and I won't take the paper off. Yow! That poked into my leg. Then you put that tape over it so it doesn't mess up your lining. And then, once you put your bag together, we're gonna clip this down a little bit, like, well, it's probably not gonna work. Once you have your bag, this is going to be in the back, this is going to be in the front, and that's going to be like that. Can you see that? That is going to be like that, and when you turn the lock, it locks the bag. If you turn it that way, it locks the bag. If you turn it this way, it locks the bag so that flap won't come up. Or if you have Mickey going straight up and down the normal way, then you can open your bag. Isn't that cute? And that is how you put a twist lock on. Just remember to cut your hole out here, around here, just a hair above where your screw holes are going to be. Okay? Just a hair, like right around here. Just cut your circle, or if it's an oval, cut your oval, so you keep your material out of the way of your screws. That's what I did. I didn't cut my hole quite big enough. That's why I struggled with putting my screws in there. But once I went back and cut it bigger, they went in just fine. And you can take some glue, like the fabric glue, or sticky glue. I think it's tacky glue, and put a little drop on a toothpick and dab it in that hole. That way, when you put your screws in, your screws are sure to stay in for a long time. I'm going to go back and do that with mine. I'm going to take a toothpick and unscrew these, take a toothpick, put it in the hole, and then re-screw them. I usually do that on all my bags. This one I didn't do because I was in a hurry. And make sure you don't get drops of glue on here because it's very hard to get off. And don't get drops of glue on here because it's hard to get off. You can take alcohol on a piece of cloth, rubbing alcohol on a piece of cloth, and wipe it off, but it just, I think that messes with the finish on the twist lock. So that is our little Mickey twist lock. Okay? And these are available in my shop.